Hi friends! Good day to you all and welcome to another episode of My Ship Model in Depth Look. I hope you're all well and healthy as always. Today, we will be taking a look at my new ship models in 1:400 scale. We have MV Super Ferry 12, MV St. Pope John Paul II, and MV Princess of the Universe. So strap in tight, we're going around.
Halika sa Iloilo, ang saya-saya rito. Tara na, hinihintay ka. Super Ferry, talagang trip kita. Ilog sa Palawan mo lang kasing ganda. Higante sa Zamboanga, pasyal maglakwat siya. Super Ferry, talagang trip kita. Davao, Bohol, Cagayan de Oro, abangan ang pagdating mo. Bumisita na makita kay gandang mga isla. Super Ferry, talagang trip kita. Sakay na!
First model we have is the WG&A version of MV Super Ferry 12. This is her original livery upon entering service in the late 90s. She came to our country in 1996 together with her sister ship, which became the MV Princess of the Universe of Sulpicio Lines. I still remember back in the days my father and my older brothers bragging about the ship and how big and beautiful she was when they sailed on her. They brought me a calendar which featured the ship, and I was amazed by her design, even though I didn't see her in person. I made this model with a base that simulates her sailing. The base is made out of illustration boards, toilet papers, soaked on wood glue, painted with acrylic paints, and a little bit of dry brushing. The funnel of the ship has peg holes in it so that you can plug the smoke effect, made out of cottons, sprayed with acrylic lacquer, and dry brushed. The model itself is made out of the same materials as my previous models, such as illustration boards, cardstocks, and other materials. The boards and cardstocks are still coated with cyanoacrylic glue for waterproofing and durability. The cargo ramps and gangways are still articulated in case I would display it on docking position. The model is painted with acrylic paints, both brushed and sprayed. Logos, markings, and windows were digitally drawn and printed out on a sticker paper. The life rafts are made out of plastic sticks. The lifeboat is made out of polymer clay. To seal it off, it was sprayed with clear acrylic lacquer. This ship is still active today, and we will talk about it in our next ship model.
Good to go is the way to go. Get away, let's live today. Let's get away.
The next model we have is MV Pope John Paul II of To Go Travel. This is the former MV Super Ferry 12. As you can see, the two lower decks were converted into cargo spaces. Sometime in late 2000s, passengers were steadily declining. That's why Aboita's transport system decided to remove the two lower passenger decks in favor of cargos. I made this model with the same materials as my previous models. It still has articulated cargo ramps and gangways. You can also place this model on the same base, which I made for the previous model since they have the same dimensions. The funnels also has peg holes in it so you can put the smoke effect. There, you can take some photos of it. I was lucky enough to sail on the ship back in 2016 from Cebu to Manila. Sadly though, this model is sold to Gabrielle Baring and will be shipped out soon.
From places near or far away, to places where you need to be. In comfort we'll take you on your way across the open sea. Until we shall rise, until we shall rise. Among the best, among the first, the highest quality. Fly high, sail high, upon the open sea.
The last model we have is a 1:400 scale model of MV Princess of the Universe. She was a sister ship of MV Super Ferry 12, now MV St. Pope John Paul II. She became the flagship of Sulpicia Lines upon the sinking of MV Princess of the Orient back in 1998. She held that title until the entry of MV Princess of the Stars. I made this model with the same materials as the previous models. This model also has articulated gangways and cargo ramps. All my models has its cargo spaces inside their hulls. My model serves as a storage of my extra money bills for safekeeping. You can also place this model on the base, which I made for my previous model as they are of the same dimensions. The funnel still has its peg holes in it for the smoke effect. We'll plug it in there. Now we can take some photos. MV Princess of the Universe could have taken her title back as flagship after the sinking of Princess of the Stars, but the company's permit to carry passengers was revoked and most of their vessels were moored on the Mekton Channel until one day they were gone sometime in the late 2000s. Most of their vessels were sold for scraps, including this magnificent liner. So here they are, side by side with her former fleet mate back in Japan, her twin sister ship, MV Super Ferry 12. In our country, they were head-on rivals as flagships of competing shipping lines. One would survive and one will be gone in history. Here they are, side by side with MV Princess of the Orient for size comparison as they are in scale. Here is MV Super Ferry 12 and MV Mabuhay 1 for size comparison. They will ultimately become fleet mates as MV Mabuhay 1 became the MV Super Ferry 10. Some people would argue which of these vessels was a true flagship of WGNA during that time. One last time, my new ship models. Maybe I will give a ship model of choice to a lucky subscriber if this channel hits 1,000 subscribers. Also, please comment down below if you have a Philippine ship or ferry model that you would like me to build. So there it is, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time!
Mm-hmm.